Okay, so in this project, you'll be working with the football scoring data. The goal is to practice computing descriptive statistics. The first data set contains points scored per game by the University of Oklahoma and Oklahoma State University football teams. In the second data set contains the average points scored per game by teams in the Southeastern Conference and the Big 12 Conference. Both datasets are saved in the Excel file attached below as dataset 1 and dataset 2 respectively. Want to use only the first dataset to answer the following questions. So I gave this last semester and then I only wanted them to do for the first dataset, but we are going to do for both of them. So we calculate the mean, standard deviation, the 5-number summary, and then we write briefly comparing the two data sets. So as I mentioned, this data set A for Oklahoma, University of Oklahoma, and data set B is Oklahoma State University, both for 2024-2025 season. So to calculate these descriptive statistics, we will make use of Excel. And so we go to Excel. I already have the data in Excel, and you have that from Canvas as well. So if you go to Canvas, I have this data set for Oklahoma, that is University of Oklahoma, and this for Oklahoma State University. So to find the mean, we simply come to the mean column and do equal. Let me make this a bit large. Okay, so this is better. Equal, and we start typing average. Then we highlight all the data set for Oklahoma University or University of Oklahoma. Then this will give us the mean. To find the standard deviation, we do equal again STD. Now, are we taking this to be the standard deviation for population or for sample? If you are taking it to be population or sample, you use the one with .s, and this is a sample data, I think. Or you simply just use the STDV, that is just the normal standard deviation. So I'm going to just use that and I'll highlight. Then I have the standard deviation. To find the 5-number summary for the minimum, I will type equal and I type min. Then open brackets, highlight the data set, close the brackets, then enter. You get the minimum data value. To find the quartiles, this is the first quartile. So there's also a quartile function in Excel. So you type equal Q, then immediately you see quartile. Then there are several of them. Go for the last one. The first and second, they have their own uses. You can use them as well, but I prefer you go for the last one. That is just the general quartile function. You highlight your data, then you put comma. Now it gives you the option whether you want the minimum value, the first quartile, second quartile, which is same as the median, third quartile, or the maximum. So we want the first quartile, so we put 1 there for first quartile. Then it identifies the first quartile. To find median, again type equal. Then you can use the median formula if you want. So if you type median and you open brackets, highlight the data set, close the brackets, then you realize that you can also use the quartile function to find the median. You can use, the median is the same as the 50th percentile or the fifth, should I say, second quartile. Now to find third quartile, we type equal, then we do again, then we get the quartile, we highlight the data set, then comma, you go for third quartile, which is 3. So you've gotten all of them. You can use the quartile to find the maximum and the minimum, or use the max function. If you're using the max function, you get the same answer as using the quartile function. So equal max. So this is all you need to do for this project. You can do for Oklahoma State University similarly. So since we did this one, I'm going to just be fast on the last one, average. So you highlight and include 0 because they had 0 point at that time. This is going to be STD, standard deviation. And we do for minimum. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to use the quartile function to find the minimum here. So quartile, I go for the last one, and I highlight the data set, and the minimum is 0. So I'll put 0 here, and it identifies the minimum correctly as 0. What is happening? Okay. To find the first quartile, I do quartiles again, highlight the data set. First quartile is 1, and I get it. To find median, instead of using the median function, I will use the quartile function. So you can use the quartile function to find all the 5 number summaries. Highlight this. Then median is 2. Third quartile, we put 3. Then the maximum is quartile again. Highlight the whole data set, and you go for 4. That's the fourth quartile as well. So we've obtained all the descriptive statistics requested for this particular problem. Now the question is, which of these 2 sets of data has higher or more variation than the other? Will you say it is University of Oklahoma or Oklahoma State University? Still a problem. Anyone? Which of these 2 data sets have more spread than the other? Anyone? Is it data set A or B? So how do we measure spread in a data set? By using either the range, variance, standard deviation. So in this class, those are the ones we went over. So based on all these statistics that we calculated, which of these measures spread here? Or another name for spread is dispersion. Which of these? The standard deviation, right? So we compare the two standard deviations and we see the one that has the highest value has more spread. So in this case, which data set is more spread? Data set A, right? That is Oklahoma University. Okay, so based on that, the last question or the last comment we were to make was, which of these teams seems to be more consistent? A team will be consistent if it has less variation in its performance. So the lesser the spread or variability, the more consistent it is. And so this will be the opposite to your first response. So Oklahoma State University will be more consistent in their performance than University of Oklahoma. Does that make sense? Okay, so I think this is all you need to do for data set B. I'm sorry, the next set, you simply do similar. So I'm going to stop recording so that you wouldn't be